Hello everyone, today I'm in downtown Glendale, Ohio, which is just north of Cincinnati, easily accessible off I-75 and comprises an area of 1.7 square miles. Back in 1977, the historic district of Glendale was declared National Historic Landmark, and it was the very first village in Ohio to receive that distinction. We're going to check out some trains here. I want to get a few trains and then look around a little bit. So start the video, son. Here we go. Okay, these gates should activate any time. I actually heard the train blow the horn too. This is no train horn zone. They're blowing the horn for something. The defect detector is 1.5 miles away, so this train is over 1.5 miles long. Defect detector is at 13.5, and we're at milepost 15 right here. does all that say? Huh. All right, there you go. That was a huge train. Definitely over 1.5 miles long, because this is milepost 15 right here. Too bad you can't see those signals. You have to stand right directly in front of them to be able to tell what color they are. Even then it's hard. You used to have the old Baltimore and Ohio Railroad color position signals right here. They took those down maybe 10 years or so ago, replaced them with Safe Trans. Alrighty, well thanks for watching. Let's see what else we can get. Maybe we can get another train through here. I want to give a shout out to John Moromarco. Thanks for supporting my channel, and I appreciate you watching my videos. But wait, there's more. There always is. We got another train coming. 174 axles. It's on track 2, and that's the track closest to me. It's a Norfolk Southern train on CSX. There they go around the curve. Man, they were booking. Just ate over there today. That was a great place to eat. Love eating there. Man, that train was booking. What is the hurry? Just gonna get up there and have to wait somewhere anyway. Yeah, and the train station is right over there. Got to show that. That is a really cool building. It's right at milepost 15. You can see the marker on both sides of the track. All right, I'm ready for another train. Glendale's in Hamilton County, Ohio, and it's 15 miles north of Cincinnati. This is Tree City, USA, with a population of 2,262. And here comes another train. A few years ago, Glendale became a no train horn zone area. That means the trains can't blow the horn unless there's an emergency. And here's a road, Albion Road, and it used to cross the railroad tracks right here. When it became a no train horn zone, they took out this railroad crossing along with a pedestrian crossing up by the train station. Right here's where the road used to cross. Huh, what's that? So it used to be a railroad crossing right here, and I filmed one of the very last trains across that. Check this out, Albion Road right here. All right, we got a train coming on track number 1. It's a northbound train. So here's a pretty good spot. You can see it because the trees haven't completely grown up here yet. They've got all these trees that they're planting and they're starting to block the view of the trains. There's houses that face the railroad tracks on both sides of the tracks. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. I think it's going to be a Norfolk Southern train on the CSX line. Hey, there's a lot of old Norfolk and Western covered hoppers here. They could be carrying sand or cement or something. Not really sure what they're carrying. There's some auto racks. There you go. Boy, those trees are really starting to block the view. In the wintertime, you can see the trains really good from the sidewalk. It's about 83 or 84 degrees right now. The painted squirrels throughout Glendale celebrate Glendale's 150th anniversary, which was back in 2005. And it also celebrates the black squirrels that Glendale is known for. And look at this. Here's another one right here. Another painted squirrel. Hey, here's another squirrel right in front of UDF. Just getting ready to go in there and get a drink, and I found this one. That's cool looking. I like his shirt. Oh, I just saw a squirrel over here on this tree. Where did it go? There it is. Oh, where'd you go? He's got the advantage because I got the sun in my eyes. Where'd he go to? There he is. He's pretty sneaky. At least I found the squirrel. It wasn't the black one, but it's a squirrel. But wait, there's more. There always is. Hey, I'm going to say happy birthday to Dylan Marsden, 18 years old. And thanks for watching my videos and helping support my channel. We got another train coming. All right, here we go. That's it. A locomotive. All right. Well, it's a SpongeBob square cab. Huh. That train just came back from working the Tropicana plant, and they took a bunch of cars up Tropicana earlier today, and there they are coming back. Light. Long hood forward though, it's kind of cool. Well, thanks for watching. Right on the edge of Glendale. Hey, check this out. I just got a call that the Ohio Rail Experience train is running light, and it's running let's see, through Wilmington, through Blanchester, Goshen, Loveland. It's running all the way towards Cincinnati that way, running light. So I'm gonna see if I can get that train. It's a special passenger train that I filmed a couple weeks ago. Now the traffic is really heavy right now on the interstate. Check this out. It's stop and go. So let's be cutting it close. I'm gonna see if I can get them in downtown Loveland, Ohio. That would be a great place to get that train. It's on the Indiana and Ohio Railway. So here we go. Well, guess where I'm at today, folks? Check this out. I'm in downtown Loveland, Ohio. I used to live here a long time ago. Up that way, let's see, a couple miles where this railroad track crosses Albion Road. I lived right next to that crossing. That was back like 1985 or something like that. I used to watch all kinds of chassis system trains on here. There was between 6 and 8 trains a day back then. Then, for a short time after that, I moved to that next crossing down there to the right. Go down, oh, I don't know, a few hundred feet. There's some apartments. I lived there. You can see the trains from my back window. Now, when I lived by the crossing on Albion Road, I could see those trains from my bedroom window, living room window, the whole property. So now I'm in downtown Loveland at the bike trail. This used to be a Pennsylvania Railroad line where this bike trail's at. I was here the day that they removed this diamond. I actually filmed that. I don't know whatever happened to the video of that. It's on my dad's camera. Boy, I wish I could find that. That was in the late 70s. All right, so right here at the bike trail, there's some markings on the rail. Let's have a look. First, let's have a look at the top of the rail here. There's just a little bit of rust on there. So apparently it must have rained a little bit earlier today. There hasn't been anything through here since it rained. You can see that rust. The rail is 122 pounds per yard. Rolled by Lackawanna back in 1965. 2 dashes, that'd be February 1965. There you go, that's pretty good. This thing's gonna be shined up here pretty soon once that train gets over it. All right, so I'm gonna get a shot of this train going by the old train station. It's gonna be coming through here on the way towards Norwood and Cincinnati area. So I'm gonna get it going by this train station. I just noticed something on the rail over here. It's got the date 1978. Check this out. That rail was rolled in 1978. Looks like November. 122 pounds per yard. And I was actually on this line in the late 70s when they took out the stick rail and they put this rail in, the welded rail. I saw the first train over the welded rail going through Goshen Township, which is up that way a couple miles. There you go. All right, here we go. We're hearing some dinging up there. No train horn zone. And I put it in 4K just for this shot. Cool, look at that. That's the bike trail dinging. And that's the bike trail right there, gates going up. They've also got those horns on the poles at the next crossing down. Right after this train went across this crossing, you could hear it. It should come out on this camera. I heard it one time. Let's have a look here at the rail real quick. 1978, November. Here you go. 122 pounds per yard. And something else I want to point out, this track over there, I've actually seen that track used before. That little piece that's left over, that used to be the connecting track from the Pennsylvania Railroad to the B&O line. And after they closed Pennsylvania Railroad, that track was used by Nisbet's Lumber Company. They would set off box cars and flat cars full of lumber. So I got a lot of pictures of that. I used to come down here and watch them switching the siding for that. The siding is long gone. That's the only piece left. Let's have a close look at the rail. There you go, got it all shined up. There was a little bit of rust, and it's long gone. All right, thanks for watching. Check out another video to help my channel out. All right, we'll see you later.